back to my channel. We are finally doing episode 3 of Hijabi Talks with my beautiful cousins, and y'all can introduce yourselves. Well, my name's Aysha, if y'all didn't know that already, but...
I'm Sara.
Nabat.
Eman. Hanan.
And yeah, if you guys haven't watched Hijabi Talks episode 1 or 2 yet, I will have them linked down below and then also somewhere on the screen. So many people have requested us to do a 3rd episode and continue this series, so I'm really excited. We finally got to do it. The reason why it took so long is just because life, basically. All of us were hella busy, but we finally found a weekend to do this for y'all. Our topic today will be the double standard, sort of. I asked you guys on Instagram to send us questions, so we have a couple here that is going to kind of like guide our discussion. So hopefully you guys enjoy this as much as our past episodes, and yeah, if you guys want to check out their faces, I will have all of their Instagrams linked down below, so definitely give them a follow. And let's begin. So the first question, I'm not going to say people's names just for privacy reasons. But the first question is from Instagram, obviously. It says, "Hi Aysha, I just wanted to know if any of you struggled with your fathers when it came to maybe your clothes or the things you do. I know you started wearing hijab pretty young, but have you ever had to negotiate with your father about certain life choices that he may not be too supportive about, especially in terms of your clothes, social life, in comparison to your male relatives? How do you deal with possibly a traditional father then?" We're gonna say this kind of as like parents, not just father, because sometimes you can have like a strict mother, and then sometimes you can have a strict father. Like it really doesn't matter. But for me personally, I feel like I didn't actually, you know what, there was a double standard, not even just like with my parents in general, but I feel like in our community, for example, with like girls, you know, going out late. Like when I say going out, I mean like it could literally be like going out bowling or like to a restaurant or something, and you're constantly getting your parents calling you, but then when it comes to like your brothers or like your cousins that are male, they don't get the same treatment. Like their parents are just like whatever, like they're boys, like they can do
You're not gonna come back pregnant.
Okay, you gotta explain that, because
okay, I mean, I don't know, I feel like people are more strict on their daughters because
they can get pregnant.
You know what I mean? It's not even the fact that you can get pregnant, it's the fact that anything, I guess they think that men can fend for themselves, you know what I mean?
Yes, but like at the same time, it's like your parents or whatever will know you enough to like whether you can fend for yourself or not. But I feel like it's just like the tradition.
Say, okay, sorry for cutting you off.
Yeah.
Let's say you're parking your car or something.
Yeah.
In Walmart parking lot.
Yeah.
It's like 11. They're open at 11, no?
Let's say 10.
Huh?
No, 10.
Okay, somewhere late. You're somewhere late, okay?
Right.
And some guy comes up behind you and like tries to like rob you or something.
I feel that, but like what if you were with like multiple people?
Yeah,
what if it was a group setting? I understand if you're by yourself. Even if like a person is just by themselves in general, like the parents gonna care for them.
True.
But like if you're in a group setting, it's like why can't girls stay out as late as guys? Or like why can't, I don't know, what's another thing? Like
I don't know, I think for me, my parents, when I was younger, I would never get calls. I think now that Islamophobia and those things are happening, my parents will be like, well, you wear hijab, like it's not safe, like come home. Because back in the day, I could be walking home by myself at dark, and like they wouldn't be calling me, but now they're like, okay, well, you need to be home before dark because you never know something like
that's very true. Like even before, like before Islamophobia and everything, I would never think twice about going out and being like, oh, someone could like attack me because of my hijab. But now I'm more aware of it. Like although if I'm walking downtown Toronto, like it's just in the back of my mind, like people might be staring at me because I'm wearing the hijab, or like anytime there's a terrorist attack or something, and I go out the next day, I'm like, shit, are people gonna like, you know, attack me or something? Like I can understand that, but
I don't know, I feel like everyone's different because I never really had a problem with my parents going out and stuff.
Not just parents though, like aunties and uncles.
Oh, I don't care, their opinion is irrelevant.
But they say it though. But their opinion might be irrelevant. But like, have you ever gotten that like, but hatintesh, like in our language it means like, but you're a girl, like
you're always gonna get that. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
I think it depends on where you're going and who you're going with. Because like if I were to stay late but I was with you guys, then it would be less likely for my mom to freak out. Where I was with someone she didn't know where I was going, it's a different scenario.
Yeah,
I feel like age plays a big role in it too. You know what I mean? we're out like at the age where like no one's calling you.
Are you kidding?
I feel like it's more than that before.
Really? I don't know.
I don't get as much.
Guys, Ali, my little brother, okay, he'll get calls, but when I look at my two brothers, I get calls before they get calls. If we're both out with like our separate friends, I get the call first.
I mean,
my Anwar, he won't even get the call. That's just me and Ali.
They just like
your brother could be gone for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I feel like this girl was coming at the angle like maybe her parents or her father's very traditional, and I know people like that. Like not so much. I feel like our friend group is very similar because our parents all raised us together, basically. Yeah. So like our experiences would be similar, but compared to someone else who has a very, very traditional family, like I could see them, like the woman's or like the girl can't do certain things or wear certain things, but the boy can be excused, and like it sucks, but like if your parents are very cultural and very traditional, there's not much you can do to change their mind about that.
Yeah.
Now watching your Hijabi Talks episode 1 on marriage and relationships, and just wanted to find out if you and your friends know of ladies who have married Muslim men and are Christian, if they have converted or not, and what life is like thereafter. Also, if you have any suggestions of married Muslim YouTubers who have been through that specific journey that I can watch. Hope to hear back from you. It's a little off topic, but I think we could maybe still answer it. So, married Muslim men who are married to Christians. Or sorry, Muslim men who are married to Christian women. Or like non-Muslim women. And like
I actually don't know any.
Yeah, it's a little hard for us to speak on this because I feel like everyone we know that maybe married someone who wasn't Muslim, like born Muslim, eventually converted or like did convert. And for the most part, I feel like all of them worked out.
The ones we know,
I know of one situation. But the children were raised obviously Muslim.
Yeah. You know, we have an uncle actually.
Really?
Where in Edmonton or something. Yeah, I don't think you know them. But the wife is Christian, but she's very respectful. She's like, you can raise our children, you know, as Muslim, whatever. They go to like, you know, Sunday school, whatever, and learn the religion. So it worked out.
Yeah. It depends. Like if you're both very strong in your religion and like you're gonna butt heads, then it might not work. But
I think in general, like it's very difficult to have two people of different religions like married in one setting, because especially if they're both very dedicated to their religions but they still want to be together, it's like you're gonna butt heads eventually, and I feel like that already puts a huge strain on a marriage. It could work, I'm not saying it can't, it definitely has in the past for other people, but it's just you have to be a certain type of couple that's willing to deal with like those.
But this is for Muslim men who marry non-Muslims.
Yeah.
Even if they're both Muslim, one could be stronger than the other. So it just depends.
But you know what's interesting? I always find like at least 90% of the time, people who convert to Islam are a lot stronger in their deen than people who were born Muslim.
Because they have that extra motivation.
Yeah, they do. Like. So I feel like even if like a man married a non-Muslim who converted for him, like chances are it would work pretty well because he's trying to build up her deen. She's probably gonna be, you know, like really invested in the religion too.
Because I feel like people who are born Muslim are almost take it for granted.
They take it for granted.
Like people who convert, like they know life before it.
Exactly.
And once they get into it, they're enlightened.
What do you do when you're marrying someone from back home and you somewhat have your life together? This is a very personal question. You somewhat have your life together, like done uni, decent job, etc. But he thinks I'll be in control, and recently all he wants to do is basically prove he can do whatever he wants. And when it comes to me as his wife, I have to make sure I ask, like, why can't we both respect each other and both let each other know or have a say in what the other person is up to without this double standard that one can do whatever they want?
I feel like he feels, what's the word, emasculated?
I think
I think that's what it is.
But that's also like a very back home mentality.
Yeah, and he is from back home.
That's what she gets.
Someone pointed that out.
Guys that out here will look at that as ambition. They'll look at that as ooh.
Yeah, like you got your shit together.
Yes.
I like that.
She got rent money. Like, you know what I mean? The guy back home, no.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
I feel bad.
I know, that's really hard.
Like, that's the only way he can assert himself, by, like, you know?
Well, no, I think it's fine that he wants to prove that he can also do whatever he wants, but he shouldn't put his lady down.
Yeah, 50-50.
Yeah, he shouldn't be like, you can't do this, I'm the man in the relationship, whatever. Like, that's not right.
The whole, like,
I wouldn't
a successful relationship is when you build each other up, not when you push one down and then you go up.
Yeah.
That's interesting, because when I did my internship last year, the neighbor that I had, it was a stay-at-home dad. And the mom was the breadwinner.
Really?
And I was like, get it, girl. Yeah. Like, he used to watch the kids, do the housework.
Wow.
That's goals right
She
there.
used to get up, and she was pregnant.
Whoa.
So I was like, this is a girl boss. Like, I can't believe it. But, yeah.
Mashallah.
That was like,
I think there is a huge double standard in, like, not even just in our tradition in general, I feel like in life in general, that the man always has to be making the most money. And I feel like now, at least within the last like maybe past 20 years or something, women have maybe been making more than, women will never make more than men. Because it's just
one day.
Maybe one day, but they're more educated.
not for the same work.
Yeah.
Not for the same work.
Exactly, but I feel like men are, this is a very big generalization, but there are some men that are not as motivated as women are, and because of that, women excel. Maybe they'll have like, you know, huge paying jobs, and then they get with the man, they fall in love, and the woman's making more money than the guy, which some guys would feel very emasculated, but
that makes no sense. Why would you feel emasculated?
Because that's the double standard. The standard is that, no, but
that's
it's
he's supposed to be the one making the money.
No, it's the,
but like it's not her fault you're a bum. Like,
no, but it's not. But that's the whole point of the standard.
Yeah.
The standard is the guy makes the most money. He's the breadwinner of the family. The woman can work, but like, you know, like the man is taking care of her basically.
I feel like as long as you can hold your own, it's fine. Like, you don't have to be making as much money as the girl or whatever. As long as you can support, like,
be supportive either way,
and like just not be like so dependent on someone else.
Yeah.
Like, if all was to fail, you should be able to
take care of yourself.
You know, and if you're making that much, it shouldn't matter what your partner is making.
Yeah, exactly.
Agreed.
Yeah. It's just funny because even like when you look at YouTubers and stuff, some of these like beauty gurus and stuff be making the bank, and then their husbands jump on their team. It's like, in the end, the woman's making a lot of the money, but like, I feel like the woman doesn't think like, oh, I'm making more money than the guy. Like, why isn't this isn't fair, whatever. The woman's happy. Yeah. She's like, yeah, I can support myself, support my family, like my husband's helping me, whatever. But if I feel like on the guy's sense, maybe they're like, oh, like, why is she making more money than me?
That's just the ego of it.
Yeah, it's the ego. It's the ego.
But admit it, like, if you were in that position and you were making more, wouldn't you feel empowered? You're like,
I feel empowered.
As a woman, you would feel empowered. You would feel empowered, but
so I guess I can see where the masculinity comes from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like for me, like I would like to feel taken care of too.
Me
like,
too.
Like some girls, like, you know, you like a man to be in charge.
When you
but
come
I
home,
also don't want to
to
be
cater to you.
Huh? What?
I'll have your bubble bath ready.
No, I get what you mean, but at the same time, I still want to be making bank, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like as long as you don't make your partner feel uncomfortable about how much you're making, it shouldn't matter.
Exactly. Yeah. That's very true.
That's true.
I mean, it depends. Like, I wouldn't want him to be like, oh,
like,
do you have $20? Like, I'm not giving him allowance. He has to have money.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I won't look at him the same.
We're not talking about someone who's like unemployed.
No, I'm just saying, like, some women, like, they side with the, what are we talking about? What's the topic? They side with the double standard.
Yeah, and they're like, the guy should
like,
be
it's attractive,
to,
but I also want to, you know, have a little one too in my pocket too.
I like that question.
Yeah. I love how she was like, I don't want to give him allowance.
Literally.
The next question is being hijabi at parties or events with alcohol and a lot of non-Muslims.
Wow.
It's 2017 in Canada. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of hijabis in general don't really talk about this, but there are certain instances. Maybe you're with your friends, you don't want to feel left out, and like you don't want to feel like you're missing out on certain things. So yeah, I personally, I will not speak for everyone, but I personally feel like it's fine to just hang out with your friends, whatever. If they're drinking, you don't have to be doing that. You could just be chilling with them. I've been to events. I go to a lot of events for like makeup, you know, launches and stuff, and there's drunk people everywhere drinking, there's music, there's alcohol, but I personally don't partake in that stuff. I just go to like, you know, show face, network, and then I get out. You don't have to.
I think it depends on your friend group, because I know like for me, for my friends, like they know I don't drink, so they'll have like a bunch of drinks specifically.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
So
I think
that's true.
It's not awkward, and they know like
exactly.
It's a combination of willpower and knowing when to leave. Like when it gets to a certain point, you're like, all right,
this is not my scene. Yeah.
And you know when to leave. That's
never do anything you're not comfortable with. If you feel comfortable with the people around you or the event or party you're going to, then fine. But if there's ever a second you feel uncomfortable or you feel tempted or pressured, peer pressured, like just get out. Like,
or just have like a friend with you.
Have a friend with you. Exactly.
Like if you know that this is a party where there's gonna be a lot of alcohol and stuff, and like people are gonna be just blackout drunk, then maybe it's better not. Better to miss out. Where if it's just like a smaller hangout and like they're not going, it's not. People go to certain places for the purpose of drinking. Yeah. Where some places it's just the drink isn't like an accessory. Yeah. So you don't need like those kind of places. You don't need to go to. Just know what you're comfortable with.
This is funny. Why does it seem like girls are the cleaners and boys are the ones who are excused?
Because it's true. It's true.
Anyone with brothers knows the deal on Saturday morning. I mean, when you're the one that
you're a girl. Come on, clean the dishes. You know, vacuum the carpet or whatever.
That's a super double standard.
That's probably one of the biggest standards. Double standards growing up.
The dishes.
Like, why do I have to do it?
Actually,
you're a girl. Exactly.
Cleaning, not as in my household. Cooking is like that.
No, chores or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, because
but there is the thing with cooking, like. My brother would rather like starve to death than go and make food. But if I'm home, they'll be like, "Why didn't you cook?" Like if he's home, they won't even ask why didn't you cook. They'll be like, "Hanan, why didn't you cook before you left the house?" Yeah, I'm just like, dang, he was home though. Like, why can't he cook? You know. So.
But for cleaning, I feel like if you're in a family where there's more than one girl, then the girls are going to be expected to clean. But for me, for example, like it's just me and Sabri. Nah, if I have to clean, so does he. It's always been.
Haven't your parents have never been like hatintash?
No, it's always been.
They're not gonna make you clean the whole house by yourself.
No, they're not gonna make you. But I've gotten a lot of times like you're a girl, you should know how to do this or whatever. Yo, but low key, I be using that double standard when it comes to shoveling snow. I'll be like, yo, I'm a girl. I say that.
I never. My dad comes clutch. He'll be like, he'll make the boys be like, guys, her back. Go do this math work.
I actually used to shovel because I don't know. I thought it was kind of fun, but like. It's a workout.
It is.
It's a workout. Especially when it's like that wet, slushy snow. Oh my god, forget about it. That's why you buy a snowblower.
Okay, now you're going really in depth.
I don't think they know the texture of snow.
Yes, they do. If you're Canadian, you know the texture of snow, but that's beside the point.
Oh my god.
I just had to make that comment.
That's why you get a snowblower and then she kept going. Oh my god.
Well, I'm an only child, so I do all the chores. So. There's no one to fight with.
That's true. You can't be like, Mom, you do it. You got a backhand.
Yeah, look, I would try.
Look, I would do it.
Yeah, I would try. We would do it together.
Yeah. We'll do it together. Just not say no, but
it's the thought.
Exactly. I feel like for marriage and stuff, they're like, you have to know how to cook. Like the girl has to know how to cook.
Like,
and it's not if the guy
eat that potato,
right?
Then you ain't ready.
Yeah, no one's gonna ask a guy, "Do you know how to cook yet? You're getting married soon," or like, no one's gonna ask the guy. But no person's gonna ask the guy that. Be like, "Do you know how to cook?" They ask the girl all the time.
But there's a different expectation on them. Do you have a job? Can you support a wife? Do you have a house? Do you have a car? No, I'm agreeing, but I'm saying that guys have a different standard.
No one's ever said, "Do you know how
to
make hot from scratch?" Come on, nobody does.
Being aware of the double standards Muslim men hold, especially when these standards are encouraged by culture, would you prefer to lie and conceal your past? I'm guessing, she didn't give much context to this, but I'm guessing she means like if you're getting married or if you're talking to a guy or something, would you lie and conceal your past if you didn't have like the best past? Because of the double standard.
Oh, like in meaning like he would judge her if she said she did something.
Yeah.
It depends.
I mean, if he came from a similar background, like a similar past where he also did some bad stuff and so did she, I feel like has no right to judge because he's not marrying the person from the past, he's marrying the person
he doesn't have a right, but double standard always holds, and they're like, but you're a girl, why were you doing that?
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, hypothetically, there was a girl who had a horrible past, maybe like, let's say she was Muslim, for example. She was a hoe, or even if she wasn't Muslim, she was a hoe, she's sleeping with a bunch of guys, whatever. But then something switched in her life, and she's like, no, I don't want to do this anymore.
No.
Sorry. Y'all done?
I'm literally, like that. Do you think she has to talk about her past?
Hell yeah.
No.
I think
really?
I don't think she has to.
If she's trying to marry him?
I don't think she has any. If it's public knowledge where everyone knows,
exactly.
If she doesn't say it, then it'll look like she's hiding.
But what if it wasn't public knowledge?
Then she doesn't have to bring it up. I don't think she.
What happened before him?
Why would you?
Because what you do in the dark will come to them.
But listen, what if the guy was also a hoe or whatever, but he went back to...
No, let me tell you something. If a guy was a hoe, he has no problem telling you that he was a hoe.
Exactly. But if a girl says it...
Because he has pride that he changed. I see the double standard.
Yeah, but exactly. If the girl says it, he'd be like, oh, but she's not that person anymore. But he's still going to judge that.
I mean, but your wholeness can't be erased.
Yeah, I can.
No, I can. That's like guys who have done shit in the past who try and get like a friggin' pious.
Exactly.
Right? Go to the mosque
that's
Monday to Friday.
Like, niggas be in the club every night. You know?
No. Yeah, no.
And when it comes to settling down, they're like, no, I only want a hijabi, I only want a virgin, I only want this.
Those people make no sense.
Yeah.
That makes zero sense.
If someone was able to do something once, then they're probably able to do it again.
No.
They have.
I don't think that's true.
It depends.
That's a big generalization.
Yeah, that's a really.
I said I'm not saying that they would, but I'm saying like there's the potential. They already know. They've already done it. Like you have, like for example, if you've never drank, you have a stronger willpower than when you used to drink and you quit for so many years, and then you're like. With the temptation is
but like, what's your point? Are you saying that because of that you have to tell your
Yes, I want to know.
I don't think that. I think if there's something that you want to keep. Okay, speaking on a religious standpoint, you're not obligated to tell your husband anything unless he specifically asks a question. Then obviously you can't lie.
If it was a sin what you did and then you repented,
and you don't have to tell them anything.
Exactly.
It's done. It's like it didn't happen. It ain't God forgives you. It's done.
It ain't in the book.
Yeah. So like in my opinion, if there's something you really just don't feel, I don't remember what I said.
Would you get someone with that had a past?
If I didn't,
it depends on what the past is.
If he or she, if he wanted to share that, then okay. But like. I'm not gonna keep digging. Yeah. Unless it's public. If literally don't know. If it's public, okay. But if you literally don't know about it,
you wouldn't even know
what
to
are you gonna
ask
lose.
that.
Yeah.
What if it's something that if you found out like earlier on you would have left him for, but like after like too late into the game.
Okay, but did he repent? Did he forgive? If he does, I have no right to judge him at all.
Because you're not perfect.
That's not. We're not perfect. There's a lot of things. Maybe he doesn't want that to bring up or come up because he knows that he's embarrassed or he knows that you would leave him because of that. But you've literally.
All I'm saying though, I better hear it from you than anyone else.
Yeah. If there's any chance like in your past that maybe you did something and someone else knows, it might be able to like come up later on. Then I think okay, it's fair to like tell the other person. So you guys or if it will like or if it like actually will mess up your marriage in the future. But if it doesn't, if it's like 10 years ago something happened, whatever, he just doesn't want to do it anymore, whatever, then I think that's perfectly fine.
I agree. Because that'd be hypocritical because
it would be
as if like you think you're perfect.
Exactly.
So
I don't know.
I mean, I feel like
that's my opinion. So I guess if you guys.
But it depends on what it is though.
Like say he went to jail. You would want to know.
That's public knowledge, literally.
That's not,
no, but like say he's
you can search that.
Yeah,
I know. If someone's been to jail, you just
but you're gonna Google every single person.
Google like in our community, it's realistic. If you've been to jail, you know.
No, but say you get with someone from China, okay? You don't know what he's doing in his life, and
that's true.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And if say he didn't tell you that he went to jail.
I think we're getting too deep.
That's too many what ifs though.
I think we're getting too deep.
I just feel like I'm okay with the past as long as it doesn't come to haunt me later.
Like
that's what I'm saying. Like
I
feel like if it's something you should tell me.
Exactly.
No.
I feel that.
Like that's a man China.
Okay,
that's different. We're talking about if this guy like took a shot one time in his life, or like
I don't want to
I don't care. Yeah, it's in the past. Like, I'm not talking about something deep like that.
Oh, that's you never know.
I'm just like, what if
you got scammed out here? You never know.
I guess it depends on the severity. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think this girl's being that serious.
I don't think that girl's being honest though.
Tell us the truth, Sara.
Okay, last question. Is it okay for a girl to message a guy first if it's with the intention of pursuing something serious? While this is such a simple question, I'm sure we all had that one time we wanted to reach out but didn't because that's not what we're supposed to do.
Oh. So we talking about sliding DMs.
Not only DMs, but just making the first move. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's cute, and yeah.
I admire girls who do it, but I would never do it.
Yeah. I would. You know what?
I know,
maybe if I knew that if the person was interested too.
Yeah.
Then it makes it easier, you know.
No, but still, I would want him to holler at me. What the hell? Why?
I think guys would just appreciate someone
you
being like, you know, confident enough to message them. I think guys would appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I
feel like
that'll also boost their ego too much. I feel like.
I don't know. Maybe fuckboys, but
that's true.
Nah, because that gives them control, and I don't know if they can have it.
What do you mean?
Like now, because like, okay, for example, if a guy's interested in you, you have the power to be like yes, no, whatever. Mm-hmm. If you're into a guy, then they're gonna like play with you. It depends on who it is.
It depends on the guy.
They have too much power.
But I think life's too short to be wondering whether this guy likes you back or not. Like, just if you guys are literally friends, and like you've ever had a feeling or like heard from someone that he might be interested, I think it's fine to just make the first move. Why not? Yeah.
If it's a complete stranger, then probably not.
Yeah, like if I just saw,
like some people.
No, yeah, I probably wouldn't. If I didn't know him at all, yeah, I wouldn't.
Like I feel like
you have less to lose if you don't know him. He says,
yeah,
that's
like,
true. Have a nice day.
That's true.
You're never gonna see me.
I feel like I go into conversations not thinking of that first because I base my interest off personality, so. I feel like after I gauge it in a conversation, then I'm already talking to the person. But would you still
make that first move? Like, say, okay,
really?
then that's what we're saying.
Good for you.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't do it to some, like, random person.
No.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't do it.
That's not the way. You start off in simple conversation, and then you see, like, their vibe from there.
Yeah.
Then you just go a little... You know?
Exactly. Yeah. There's little, like, you know.
Yeah, you don't just go to like, yo.
Yeah.
I really like you. I want to be with you. You know.
That's a little scary.
You just be like, hi, what's up? You know, like, I can get not really into him, but you're into him.
That's games, though. We're too old for that.
That's true.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do it, though.
You don't want to be playing.
You wouldn't do it at all?
Exactly.
Really?
I have too much pride.
I wouldn't do it either, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But I never really had that problem.
I would just...
Where I'd have to approach...
Alright, okay.
Okay. So smart.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like I would.
I would,
yeah.
I don't know.
If I'm really comfortable and I'm friends with the guys, perhaps. But someone that I don't really know.
No, because then there's that risk of like ruining the friendship and just, is it worth it?
That's true.
Okay guys, so that is it for episode 3 of Hijabi Talks. A little shorter than our last ones, but maybe next time. I think I enjoy the Q&A better than, I think I enjoy
We'll have like
this
topic questions.
Yeah, so definitely follow me on Instagram at Aysha Harun if you guys want to be on, or like get your questions asked for our next Hijabi Talks, because all I did this time was just put it up on my story and that's how I got the questions sent in, so just keep up with us there. And I don't know when the next episode's gonna be, so don't ask. It might be next year if I'm gonna be completely honest.
Let's do it like once every 2 months.
We said that last time.
We said that last time, it did not work. We'll do it at least, okay, this time we did 3 times a year, so next year we'll do 4, okay? That's what y'all get. Maybe 5.
Say thank you.
Honestly. But check out their Instagrams as well. I will have them linked down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let us know if there are any parts of the video you guys wanted to add your input in, then leave it down below. We'll start a discussion like last time. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. We'd really love that. And subscribe to my channel. And we'll see you next time.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. Bye guys.